Welcome to Radicards TV. I'm your host, Patrick, and today we're going to be talking again about what I got at Frank's today. It is Saturday, May 3rd, actually, 4:31 Pacific Standard Time. And I really should start a segment on, buying on a budget, because that's usually what I do on Saturdays, is I don't spend a lot of money, and I get, little odds and ends. So today I spent under $10, and let me show you what I got. I didn't get much though. I really didn't. Here. There. So as soon as I went in, obviously I wasn't looking for anything specifically. I was just kind of perusing. It's just a chance for me to hang out with the guys. I've had, I think, more successful days. This was, fine, but I've had, I think, better days, of course. The variety here is somewhat sparse, but I went to this guy's, he had a bunch of graded cards, and very few of them are graded high, but they were cheap prices, $1, $2, $3, $4, $5, and I picked out one for $2, and it's a football card, actually, of all sports. I know I usually buy baseball, but this one sort of caught my eye because it is a hollow blue parallel of a 1999 Pacific Prism card. It's serial numbered to just 80 copies. So that caught my eye. Now the player here, I guess he passed really well to Randy Moss during their sort of 1999, 2000, 2001 years. I guess they had really good years during that time, from what I've been told from people that know more about football than I do, which is almost everybody. This particular guy, I don't think he's a Hall of Famer. I'm not even sure if he qualifies as a star or unlisted star, but he has rookie cards that are high-end, that do book, that do sell for some amount of money on eBay. But this particular card, just because I bought it just because it's a hollow blue Pacific Prism, you're probably thinking, show us the card already. All right. It's a Daunte Culpepper PSA 8. 1999 Pacific Prism hollow blue, numbered 80. I like that it's card number 80 and it's serial number to 80. It's kind of cool. As you can see there, it shines really well with the light source. I really like this card. $2. Costs more than that just to have a card graded. So, I mean, technically speaking, I really just paid for the plastic that houses the card, not specifically the card. Now, probably back in 1999, this card would have fetched some significant amount of money. I was quoted today about somewhere in the $40 range, maybe more. I'm not sure. I just know that the prisms that are hollow blue have a value multiplier of somewhere sort of higher than the other parallels, because I believe that this hollow blue is the lowest number parallel of all the parallels that you can get. There's a hollow purple, I believe, that's available. If it's anything like the 1999 Pacific Prism baseball parallel rainbow, if you will, it's got quite a few different versions of the card here. Now this one does have a refractor line in it. You'll see through the middle of the card, there's a line that goes through. So some of us, depending on how hardcore of a collector you are, you will buy this card, notice it, and think, okay, I'll have this and keep it until I can get a better copy, one without the refractor line. I'm not a Daunte Culpepper collector, so I think that this will do just fine in my collection, my very small, tiny little collection of football cards that I have. But the Frank Thomas stuff that I have, when I see a refractor line, if it's a super high-end card, I'll be okay with having the refractor line. But if it's something that's relatively easy to obtain, I'll try to find one without the refractor line in it. So that's kind of cool to look at there. Now, I believe the origin of the refractor line, I don't know this and I can't back the statement up with any degree of certainty, but I believe that there were sheets of hollow foil that they would put over the sheets of cards that were to go in to be cut, and that's why you see two sheets of hollow foil together. That creates the refractor line. I don't know. This is just a hunch. I really don't know how the lines are created, why they're created. But beautiful card nonetheless, of a once very popular Daunte Culpepper. there's that. Then I thought that was going to be my only purchase for the day. I was walking around and I was like, well, you know, it's okay if I just get this as $2, no worries. I just wanted to show you guys more, so, but it was okay. I figured I'd talk about that and then talk about some other things. But right before I was leaving, I came across another booth, a gentleman who's relatively new at the show, and he had a bunch of penny sleeve stuff and penny sleeves and semi-rigids. And I went through, just like really quickly thumbed through a bunch of it and just pulled out a couple cards. I pulled out 3 cards from the 91 Pacific Nolan Ryan set. Okay, now they mass produced these cards. I picked out 3 of them. Okay, I got him on the Angels, actually 2 on the Angels. There's one there, one there, some 70s stuff and some 80s. Picture of one of him on the Astros. Now, the reason why I got these, and they were 75 cents each, was because of the silver border. You see there, they each have silver borders on them. These are really rare. I opened up a whole box of these and got 1 card that was foil bordered. So these are actually one a box. They have a multiplier. You can find these in Beckett's Big Book, the big, real thick almanac. They have prices for these, so that's why I got these. Now I believe that you can get these also in the gold border. These are the silver bordered ones. Okay, so boxes of this product they're actually really cheap. I've seen them for as little as $3 a box, maybe $5 a box. But I can remember in '91. Being in grade school actually, and in the library they were selling packs of these. I think I have a memory of me opening these or organizing these cards in my library in grade school. I never had any of the foil bordered ones though. So these are pretty cool. I don't know how many are in the set. These are unnumbered, so they must have like a separate set in addition to the base set. I really don't know, but kind of cool. So I picked those up. I'm not sure if I have any of the other foil bordered ones at home, but I'll check. Those are fun. These last cards, it's actually actually a card, really, 5 different copies of the same card. And you're probably thinking, well, why'd you buy 5? It's because they're really rare and they have a history, and they were 75 cents each, so I bought them. A couple of years ago, I wrote an article on this card. I really don't see this card too often, although I don't search for it. I did buy it some years ago on eBay for, I don't remember what I paid for it. It couldn't have been too much. It definitely was more than 75 cents though. Back in 1990, this card was worth like $20, I think, in the price guides. I never saw it until a couple of years ago. And this particular pitcher was super smoking hot prospect at the time. Didn't pan out, unfortunately, but definitely had. He was definitely one of the highly touted prospects for the time. This is the 1990 Upper Deck Ben McDonald, the error card with the original Baltimore Orioles logo on the lower left-hand corner there, which is supposed to have the rookie card logo for Upper Deck. That they used for Upper Deck in 1990. I bought 5 of these. I now have 6 in the collection. Kind of cool. So yeah, it's kind of fun. Now I don't know. I mean, they must have printed quite a few of these, getting them for so cheap. But then again, there's no, at least not to my knowledge, not a huge market for Ben McDonald stuff, especially not in Los Angeles. Maybe if you're in the Baltimore area, there may be a market for this kind of thing. But I just like them because they're the more scarce error version of this card. I remember opening a lot of 1990 Upper Deck in 1990. I remember my mom would surprise us with a couple packs of 1990 Upper Deck, and I can remember the smell of the cardboard, the scent of the cardboard at the time, the foil and the stickers, and opening them up and hoping for either this error or the Ken Griffey Jr. or the Reggie Jacksons. The Reggie Jackson header card with the autograph on it. Never pulled one of those. Ended up buying one years ago, 20 years after the fact. but these kind of bring back some memories. So kind of cool that I found 5 of them. That's all I got today. Like I said, I spent under 10 bucks, and I'm happy for my purchases. And I want to thank you again for watching another episode of Radicards TV. And until next time, enjoy collecting.